once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it? Nothing to save it. Back once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it? Nothing to save it. Back once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it? Nothing to save it. Back once again with the ill behavior. Can you feel it? Feel it?
So we're here on the stand, K82, with model, writer, artist, producer, Jen Brook.
Hi.
Hello, Jen.
Hello.
Say hello to all of our viewers.
Hi.
Now, that actually is my first question: is how do you describe yourself?
Well, technically on my website I say that I don't describe myself as a model, I describe myself as an artist who can't draw. I'm like trapped in the body of somebody who can't use a pen or a paper. But yeah, basically that's what I do. Mostly I'm a fine art and fashion model, but I also blog a lot. I write for people, I write for Creative Live, I have done for DIY photography, for F-Stoppers, for Face On magazine. I've got my own column with them. So yeah, mostly that, and then I do creative direction for my own projects.
So that's just about every one of the world's most famous blogs that you casually I just write for them. That's amazing. So now you just mentioned your creative projects. Now I was going to say first came across you. I know you for Dreamcatcher really more than anything else. You were just saying there was a sort of a viral blog as well. Tell us a little bit more about one of those, the one that you feel most affinity with at the moment.
Well, last March I wrote a blog called Dear Photographer, Kindness Regards Model. The follow-on blog to that was Dear Model, Kindness Regards Other Model, and the two were sort of like instructional to other people. So for the first one that went viral, it kind of went across Petapixel, F-Stoppers, everywhere, sort of across the globe, teaching people how to speak to models, how to direct them, things like how to separate your limbs can make the difference between a good photo and a bad photo, shooting from, like, if you're shooting full length, go from waist height rather than just the top and shooting up. There's loads of different things on there, but it went really popular and sort of blew things up for me. After that, I met quite a few people because of it. I took advantage of the fact that people were taking an interest in me and started messaging them, and I was like, oh, I've got this idea, can you come and shoot me? And they're like, okay, now I know your name, that kind of helps a little bit. So that's where that kind of started.
And that's Dreamcatcher, right?
Well, the Dreamcatcher project was all because I had so many ideas in my head that I wanted to do, but not being a photographer, I really struggled being able to get them out of my head onto paper exactly how I wanted them. When you do a collaboration, it's a mixture of everybody being involved, but being really selfish and bossy, I wanted to take control of everything. I wanted to do the styling, say how the makeup was going to be done, the hair, even down to how the crop was going to be. So that was the start of Dreamcatcher, when I started to approach other photographers and say, if I shoot something for you at the end of the shot, at the end of the shoot, can I do just one shot just for me, where I direct everything right down to the edit? So yeah, that's how it started.
So now, for everyone out there who wants to see, first of all, some of the viral articles that you wrote, that you mentioned, Dear Photographer, Kind Regards Another Model, or Dear Model, Kind Regards Photographer, or was it the other way around?
Other model.
Where can we find those?
Well, my website is just jenbrook.com, so everything's on there. That leads over to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Tumblr blog. But Tumblr is always where I post everything that's sort of like instructional blogs. I write from anything from my love life to how to pose, what I'm up to, I'll be writing about today, so everything will go on there.
Fantastic. And also we can see some of the Dreamcatcher stuff that you've already done, right?
Yeah, so far there's 13 shots. We're shooting the 14th one live on that stage tomorrow at 3:30.
So that's amazing. So if you're anywhere near Birmingham, come down, because not only can you come and say hello to us on stand KT2, that's K82, but as you just heard from Jen herself, you'll see a live Dreamcatcher shoot on the catwalk stage at 3:30. Now, if you're not anywhere near the UK or Birmingham, too bad, because
you're going to miss out.
You're going to miss out. But I'm sure that you're going to be able to see it somewhere online, jenbrook.com, right?
Yep. I always, whenever I do any Dreamcatcher picture, I always put it straight onto my Facebook with the attached blog to it explaining all through the concept. It's not just a picture, there's always a story behind it.
And that story also has got some of the interesting kind of technical setup and things like that. So great place to learn, whether you're a model, an artist, a creative, and of course a photographer as well. Cool. So, do you want to play some games?
Yes.
Excellent. So we're going to play a couple of games. We're going to play a PhotoPhridgePhun challenge, and then we're going to dive into the ioShutter photo booth. Wicked. Let's go.
I will never like to shoot.
Yes. Right. Over to the ioShutter photo booth.
That's how I like it.
Yes.
I shaved this morning. Ah.